The technique that I left for the end of this module on purpose is user stories. I decided to present it last, as you are probably already familiar with it. But let's take a quick look at it using the lens of the Agile extension to the Babok Guide version 2. User stories are used to convey a customer requirement for the delivery team. As a business analysis practitioner, you should consider using user stories primarily to facilitate the interaction and collaboration of stakeholders. The goal is to reveal and understand their requirements. In my opinion, the thing you should focus most on when it comes to user stories is to ensure quality. There is a well-known set of criteria that you can follow to accomplish a backlog filled in with only high-quality stories. The acronym in place is INVEST. So a good user story should be independent, meaning every story should stand on its own without relying or depending on other stories. Then it should be negotiable. What exactly does this mean? Well, stories should not have contracts on how to solve them. Instead, they should only capture the essence of the requirement, and the team should be able to negotiate how to deliver. Stories should clearly express the value to the customer. That's what we have we for. The stories should also be estimable, meaning they should provide enough information so the team can give at least high-level estimates. S stands for sized appropriately, and the best practice is to have as small stories as possible, so they can for sure fit into one iteration. S sometimes stands for small. The last criteria is testable, so make sure your stories contain acceptance criteria to make them easily validated by any stakeholder. Besides INVEST criteria, what is also well known for user stories is that they follow the 3 C's: card, conversation, and confirmation. These are the critical pieces of each story. Every story should be presented on its own card, where there is an option to add a title to a story. Still, the mandatory item of every card is a format of a story. The most popular format is, as a role, I need to feature, so that, goal or value. I'm sure you have had a lot of opportunities to use the format in everyday work. When it comes to conversation, it indicates that a well-written story evokes discussion among the team and the rest of the stakeholders. By confirmation, I mean that you, as a BA practitioner, need to confirm the delivered item satisfies the need expressed in the user story. In practice, BA practitioners employ acceptance criteria to verify if the user story will meet the requirement. Using user stories has so many proven benefits. Their format is so simple that anyone can write them, and more importantly, understand them. They provoke collaboration, which leads to building teams and shared understanding. Due to their small sizes, user stories allow for rapid development and frequent customer feedback. Still, there are a few limitations that you should be aware of. Be careful not to inflate the backlog with too many stories. The user stories have to be regularly refined and prioritized. In the end, there is a risk that the teams focus more on what they are building instead of why they are doing it. Fantastic! I want to congratulate you on successfully finishing up one more module. Let's move on to the last module of the course, where you can comprehend which techniques could be selected from the context of understanding your customer.